So this is my travel journal from Japan, which is nicely stuffed with things that I collected along the way. So I bought these letter stickers in a stationery shop in Tokyo and stuck them on while I was riding on the bullet train, actually. That's my itinerary. I'll be sharing a little bit more in our newsletter about where I stayed and everything. The way I use a travel journal is to write down things as I observe them. I like to just keep track of what I did every day because I feel that I forget, and it's lovely to remember the little kind of details as you discover them. So the things that you notice on day 1 are different to the things you would notice on day 10. So that's the lovely piece of paper that was wrapped around my chopsticks on the first morning. This is from a Tokyo train station. A lot of them have these stamps. So a friend in Tokyo described these as kind of train spotter stamps, so you can kind of show that you visited that station. Lots of receipts and train tickets. I had a bit of a nightmare with the ticket machines in Tokyo subway stations, so that's quite an emotionally loaded souvenir, that one. And then this is just full of receipts and things. This is from the bullet train. They bring you a hot towel when you get on the train. It's so lovely. This is from the Noguchi Museum, so they stuck that on me as I went round the beautiful gallery. That's just a silly drawing of a Tokyo taxi where they have these amazing kind of globes on top that light up, and it just feels very Japanese. It was one of the first things I noticed when I got there. Another lovely thing that I had to sketch was that in restaurants there's a little basket that appears for your handbag, so they're so into kind of cleanliness that your handbag mustn't touch the floor. And here's a nicely stuffed envelope. A rather nice chopstick wrapper with little glinting shiny fibres there in the paper. Beautiful paper everywhere in Japan, obviously. As a real paper obsessive, I got such joy out of just observing the different types of paper used in different contexts. This is from the donut shop in Mima. And this is some kind of citrus juice from Tokushima, which I think might have been yuzu, but I'm not entirely sure, and it was delicious. And this is from Awagami Paper Factory, which was in the same area, and they had a lovely stamp too, so you could stamp these to show the different parts of the paper making process. This is my entry ticket for the Kyoto Craft Museum. I love how in Japan it was like if they're going to do a ticket, they design a really lovely one on nice paper. That was not lost on me. This is my Awagami entry ticket. They actually presented me with a tray with 5 choices of different designs, which was overwhelming because they were all so lovely. And this was actually just a really ordinary purchase from a bakery, but I was so struck by how special that packaging feels. It wasn't expensive, it wasn't a particularly fancy shop. The detail and just having a lovely bit of packaging was really nice. And then at the back, I've actually got Mother's Day cards because I was away for Mother's Day. Obviously making things with paper runs in the family, and my kids hid little cards in my bag for me and I opened them on Mother's Day. So they will live in this travel journal as an extra kind of memory of that. So yeah, that was Japan. And this is the Mark+Fold travel journal, which comes in pistachio and blue, and you can get it with or without the glassine pockets already stuck in, but it's a really nice way to kind of collect things along the way, and you end up with a very satisfying little bundle of mementos to hold on to.